Hi guys! So this is my second video about Disney parks, and this one is going to focus on Disney World. Today I'm going to talk about my top 10 things to do in Disney World. So these are things that every time I go I want to do at some point, if I can. Yeah. So, one of the things that I always love to do when I go to Disney World is go to Epcot and walk around World Showcase. I love looking at all the different pavilions and looking around the shops there and eating some of the food there, especially at Caramel Kirker. I love the chocolate pretzel caramel stick things. They're so nice. But they're I think they're like $4 or $5 for this stick. So if I've got snack credits, I will use my snack credits there, because otherwise I probably wouldn't buy it. So yeah, no, I just love walking around there, and especially when it gets to about 6 or 7 o'clock at night, just walking around just before illumination starts, and then getting a nice spot for illuminations. And yeah, I just love it. I think it's really nice and really pretty, and it's completely different from the rest of Epcot, which is just totally weird, but I love it. Another thing that I love to do at Walt Disney World is to resort hop. So resort hopping, if you don't know, is where you just kind of go around all the different resorts at Walt Disney World and look at them, look what they've got to offer. I love going around the monorail resorts because they're quite easy just to look around, and they're all so beautiful, and they've all got so many different things in there. So last time I was lucky enough to stay in Grand Floridian, and it was a dream come true. Every time I go, I always want to go there, and this was great. I love looking around the Polynesian as well. I'll always try and go to Ohana's when I'm there because I love the food. And then the Contemporary, which is just really nice inside. I really want to try and stay there one time as well. It's got such good views of Magic Kingdom, and just all the other resorts as well. It's lovely. So I would definitely love to try and stay there. But yeah, you can go to any resorts. So we once went resort hopping and we went round the ones near Epcot. So we went to Yacht and Beach Club, Boardwalk, and that's it. Oh, and Swan and Dolphin. And when we were at Yacht and Beach Club, we did the kitchen sink, which is like a big kitchen sink full of ice cream, and it's like a Disney World food challenge that you can do, and that's at a resort. So it's definitely good to go around the resorts and see what they all have to offer, especially the deluxe resorts, because they are quite expensive to stay in, so you can still experience them without staying in them. Another thing that I will always make time for every time I go to Disney World is Tower of Terror. No matter which park it is, in all fairness, it's not just Disney World, any Disney park, I will always go on Tower of Terror. I love Tower of Terror. It is probably one of my favourite rides. It probably is my favourite Disney ride. I love it. It's just so much fun, and yeah, I don't know why I like it so much, but I do. I really like it. Another one of my top 10 things to do would be to go and watch a Festival of Fantasy. I have only seen this once before, when I went over this summer, last summer. But it was really good. If you've seen Sensational and you haven't seen Festival of Fantasy, it is very similar to Sensational in the way that the floats are designed. They're very new, and the music is it merges really well like it does for Sensational, but it is a completely different set of floats, a completely different soundtrack, and it's really cute and I love it. It's really good. I do still think I prefer Sensational, but that might just be because it's the first one that I saw. But Festival of Fantasy is really good. I love, 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 love the Rapunzel float with the swinging axes and Flynn Rider. Love it. One thing that I will get every time I go to Disney World, at least once, if not more than once, is Dole Whip. I love Dole Whip. It is so nice. Pineapple and vanilla swirl is probably the best invention in the world. It's so good. Yeah, I think the first time I tried it was from the Polynesian resort, from the soft serve machines that used to be there where you could self-serve it. And I did like half of it vanilla and half of it pineapple, because I couldn't work out that you could do a swirl there, and so I kind of combined those. And I wasn't overly thrilled with it the first time I had it, in all fairness, but then when I had it in the parks afterwards and I got them to do me a pineapple and vanilla swirl, it was so good, like so good. So if you haven't had Dole Whip before, you really need to try Dole Whip because it's delicious, it's so nice. And another one of my top 10 things to do would be going to a character breakfast. I think these are really good ways to like start my day. You're getting your breakfast, you're meeting loads of characters, so you're like ticking off 2 things that you would want to do anyway. The breakfasts that you get are like buffet, self-service. You can get as much as you want and you can just fill yourself up. Like a lot of the time we would get the character breakfast in the morning, which probably costs like it's either 1 full service credit or they range between like $25 and $35. So I think my favourite one that I've ever done would be the one at, is it 1900? I think it's 1900 Park Fair in the Grand Floridian. I loved that one just because I liked the different types of characters that were there. I liked meeting the Mad Hatter and Mary Poppins. I loved it, I thought it was great. The one at the Contemporary was very good as well, I did like that. And the only other one that I've done is Crystal Palace, which is great for if you want to get into the park early, because if you book a early character breakfast in the park then you can get into the park early. Main Street is empty, so great photo opportunities, and you can get your breakfast done before anyone else is even in the park. It's great. The next thing that I will always do when I'm in a Disney park, not just Disney World, is character hunting. I love to character hunt. I've used the word love so much, but it's Disney park and I love Disney parks, so I'm going to use the word love a lot. I just love going around parks and looking for characters that I've not met before, and the mornings are always a great time to do this, especially in Magic Kingdom, because there's loads more characters out in the morning than there are in the evening or the afternoon, because a lot of them go away like before the parades start, so it's a great time to kind of go around and look for all those characters that you may not have seen before. And yeah, I just really love it. I know everyone's always like, why do you want, you're like grown up, why do you want to go and meet characters? But it's a really fun thing to do. I don't know why it's such a fun thing to do, but it is a really fun thing to do. And I love collecting the autographs and getting pictures with them and just chatting to them. Because, yeah, just chatting to them, telling Mickey that he's wearing a really nice suit today, or telling Donald that he's #1. And just things like that, which will always get you a better photo because they'll always kind of join in with you more if you kind of make conversation with them, which is great. Okay, so I think we're kind of like down to my last 3 things that I love to do in Disney World. I realise a lot of these are based around Magic Kingdom, but that is probably because it is my favourite park. So I kind of want to do these in like a 3-2-1 format. I think I have kind of messed up though, because the 3 that are left, one of them is probably not what I would include in my top 3. So I'll do that one first, and that is Splash Mountain. I do love Splash Mountain. I think it's a really good ride to go on, especially when it's boiling hot in Florida. You just want to go and get like splashed with water. Yeah, I think it's great, and I love that there's all lots of little drops in there, and there's the big drop, and you can do funny pictures on the big drop and wear your mini ears. It's great. And it does cool you down. The only minor issue with it is nearly every time I've gone on it, it's broken down at some point or other along the way. So my second number 2, I don't know, would definitely be watching Wishes and Celebrate the Magic. They are my favourite nighttime shows, even in any park probably. I love Celebrate the Magic, I love the show, I love the music, I love the projections, I love that it includes Walt, I love it. It's really nice and it's like touching and I love it. And then Wishes is just everything that you think about when you think of Disney. So it's just like a really nice end to the day, and as far as I'm concerned it's much better than the nighttime spectaculars that I've seen at Disneyland Paris or at Disneyland. I do know that Disneyland are getting a new nighttime spectacular for the 60th, so hopefully that will be like Wishes standard, if not better. But the one I saw was magical, and I didn't think it was half as good as Wishes. So I love watching Wishes. Okay, and then my top thing to do when I'm in a Disney park is definitely visiting Buzz Complex. I spent my summer in 2013 working as a cast member in Buzz Complex, so every time I go I always have to go on Carousel of Progress, Buzz Lightyear and Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, because they hold just like such a special place in like my heart and my life. I've met so many great friends through working there, so I will always go on those rides, even though people hate COP. I love COP. So I hope you've enjoyed listening to my top 10 things to do in Walt Disney World. They're just things that I love to do when I go. I'm not necessarily saying that they're the best things that everyone would love to enjoy when they go, but I do love it. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I will hopefully be doing some new videos soon. Thank you, bye!